Hi everybody, I'm officially back. So this is my second attempt at doing this video because I got to thinking that as much as I would love to do a breakdown of this and do a setup, a flip through, and a monthly update and all these things, I'm gonna have to kind of play with it a little bit because it's obviously the last day of January, and as much as I'd love to separate, we're kind of past that point, so some things are going to run together. So I'm sorry if you hear some of the same things in the same videos. So I am going to do a January flip through and February setup. I'm going to do a planner setup video for 2018. I'm going to also do my goal getter series. So all of those things are going to be accomplished, but just be patient. And if you overhear something a second time, I'm super sorry. It's just what happened. So some fun facts. My office flooded the first week of January. Also, the Happy Planner launch, let's all be honest, did not go as smooth as we had envisioned. That is no one's fault. So don't blame anybody and don't yell at Michael's people, and certainly don't yell at Stephanie because she doesn't deserve it. But it threw me off a little bit, and I was trying to be very patient and wait, and ended up making some of my stuff on my own. So it is what it is, and we're just going to embrace it, that things do not always go according to the plan, and you just got to kind of plan a happy life and keep it rolling. So we're going to do first things first, and I'm going to show you how I set my planner up. So I use the black Happy Planner big planner cover. I love it. I'm very neutral, as you can see by my equally neutral planner. I talk about both of these in a video that I previously uploaded. I did a blank flip through of the planner and showed you what my planner setup looked like going out of 2017. Still pretty much the same when it comes to what I stick in my planner. So I don't stick anything in my back pocket, like all the way to the back. Like that guy is just there. It's like a little postcard thing. I keep kind of semi-important to-dos here. So like right now I have a passport application because I need to reapply for it. I have somebody I need to call for my office because we no longer have employees working there, which is kind of important actually. And then I have a Boho Berry blog printout because I want to learn about level 10. It may not be something I do this year, but it's definitely something I'm thinking about and want to learn more about. My happy face stickers are new. They came with my mild lighters, and the classic half sheets are new too. I just kept a couple in here mainly because when I pulled them out of the bag, a couple came out and I didn't want to stick them back in there. I have a Franklin Covey little piece of paper with some older information on it that needs to be transferred into the new planner that's very old and needs to be updated. Concert tickets for my friend Rebecca because she is going to be awesome and watch my rabbit while my mom and I go on vacation in March. So, all right, so let's get to it. So this is my planner. I've gone through the whole flip through of that. The way I have it set up is that when you open it, you go straight into my Goal Getter series, which there is a separate video on about my goals and all the specifics and what I chose to help track, and that whole shindig. And I'll be covering updates. I don't know how often I really want to do it. If I will do it monthly, which it's leaning more that way. I watched Stephanie's vlog and I loved the idea of that. I think it's great to be transparent, and it's great to kind of put that out in the world because you kind of get a buddy in that, or buddies. You get a lot. You have that accountability partner, and even though it's to a world of followers, you feel that need to kind of uphold what you've set up just for yourself and to be supportive. So that's my Goal Getter series, all right there. And then it goes to the 2019 side. So at the beginning of every month, I did a tracker page for my fitness stuff. So that's going to be at the start of every page. Trying to be super cost effective and budgeting is using both sides of the paper. So I think we're all really guilty of that because we get super excited about having it look very clean, but it's more important that it is effective, and that if you're focusing on budget, don't pull a new sheet of paper every single time. I think that's just kind of some common sense. So I'm trying to be the best and use both sides of things. Also, I don't fill this out until halfway through a month because I feel like once you're in that month, then you can comment on kind of where you're at. So I do my birthdays and then fill them in accordingly, and important dates the same way. But I don't do my currently until about mid-month. I think that that's just good. That's just my motto. So my intention was to use my month layout as a social media tracker, but I didn't do anything with it. I did get more consistent on both of my accounts, and I'm really proud of that, but didn't really do a whole lot with YouTube because of the office flooding, and didn't really do a lot with Twitter because I'm not a fan of it. But there was some progress made. I think that I'm kind of becoming a little bit of not enough butter scraped over too much bread, too many goals, and really my fitness and budgeting are my priorities. So realizing I didn't use this is kind of a good thing. So I'm going to relook at this. If you haven't seen Hannah's new Plan With Me video, I love how she used this as a fitness tracker. I don't know if I'll do that, because it would actually free up some space on a weekly layout for me, but I really don't need the extra space. So there's that. That being said, some things that stayed consistent through the whole month and some things that I did set up is the top 2 blocks are used for the office, and like bills and such like that. Now, what's really bizarre with me is on my payday, I go ahead and pay everything from that time until my next payday. So, like, these, I think these might have already been paid, like, the last payday, because I usually don't leave too much of a gap unless it's absolutely necessary. There are a couple things that auto draft, like my Apple Music and my phone, my car insurance, that do auto draft. That being said, they are marked so that I just keep that in mind and I leave enough in that account. I'm a very paranoid person, so I don't keep a lot in my checking account. I move it or take it out so that if anybody is to hack into that account, they're not getting anything. That's weird. That's just me. Sorry. So before anybody has like a cataclysmic heart attack watching this and realizing I'm 102.7 pounds, which I haven't weighed myself. I just got a new scale recently. I'm going to do that tomorrow morning, obviously, as my end of the month, start of the month thing. I'm like 4'10", so I'm very tiny. I'm the size of a fairy pixie princess. So keep in mind that, you know, your 102 is not my 102. So that's just really important to remember. I do model a little bit, so it is super important. I'm not squishy in certain places. And that's just a me thing. You can say what you want, and I fully support anybody on whatever health and wellness journey that they're on. So please support me equally so. Tracking for meds, vitamins, water, steps, calories, all is across the bottom. It did get a little bit more organized as I went. I did give the old hour by hour classic a shot. I'm going to flip this because there's some info on the back that you guys don't need to see. Also, I got all this really pretty washi tape, so I've been enjoying that. One of my big to-dos about this year was to have a more condensed view. So not a lot of stickers, not a lot of decoration, like keep it minimal. I want it to look pretty and fun and enjoy it, but I don't need it to be, I didn't want it to take hours and hours and hours of time to set up my layouts. It needed to be really quick. So stamps, stickers, washi, boom, done. Like no more than an hour to set up probably a whole month with the washi and my stamping and my stickers, and then all of that. So I originally planned my workouts across the board, and I thought every other day. And I marked out anything I didn't do. Now, when I go back and do the progress report, I'll talk to you about what did and didn't work with all of that and kind of where we landed. But like I said, the consistency you'll see is a really clean layout. You will see the top 2 blocks being used for work and personal, which I've got to kind of work on that because some days it just gets a little out of hand. So we'll talk about that too. I did use the weekly meal tracker, and like I said, my fitness days on the bottom. That was a very jumbled set of statements, and I'm sorry, it's probably because it's the second time I'm filming this, so I get a little frustrated. My cat got in a fight also with this page, hence the crumple. So, as you can see, that didn't go well. We did have some good victories this month, I will say that much. So, again, I'm playing with my mile lighters a little bit. I gave the half sheets a little go, so I did one for me and one for my boss. So I have that, and then I have my weekly meal planner. This actually is really great and really effective if you actually use it. That's the hiccup. I'm good at using the grocery list, not so great at using the meal planning side. So fun facts on that. I did a video page today so that I can make sure that I talk about everything I want to talk about with you guys and that I get some videos done. So I haven't filled out anything for February, and I realized tomorrow is February. So there's that. We're way behind on stuff, guys. This whole flooding thing jacked everything up. If you've never seen these before, if you're a real planner person, I don't know, you might have. These are Passion Planner printouts. I had a ton left over from right before I started Passion Planner the last time. And my phone's ringing, and I'm going to let it go to voicemail. So I'm really sorry that that's ringing. It's okay. I'll check my voicemail after the video. So essentially, Passion Planner did not work for me because my life was not hour by hour then. I was a full-time manager, and I worked pretty much all day, every day. Every day was 14 hours. There was some rough periods in that, for sure. So this didn't really work because it's very minute by minute. Like, you might plan a couple things, but then get caught up in something else. New job, I don't get as hung up on something. Things happen and I have to change, but it's not as drastic as retail was. So I'm going to try playing with these because I didn't even really get to play with my Passion Planner that much before I kind of chucked it and went back to my planner piece with Happy Planner. And I am going to do a planner piece video as well. And I'm going to go through all my planners, past, present, and kind of talk about what I want to see in the future and just tips, tricks, things that I've learned. So I'm really looking forward to that because I have been a planner for a really long time, even before Happy Planner existed. So being able to share that, and you never know who's listening. You never know when somebody's struggling with something and searching for that answer. So I know Stephanie and Hannah have both spent a lot of time saying, don't be so discouraged by someone else's perfect planner piece. That may not be your planner piece, but watching these videos and spending time watching other people's setups, you may solve a problem that you never knew how to solve. But there's plenty of people out there doing the same thing. So, even though I have not done Passion Planner in a while, I've definitely enjoyed it the last 3 days I've been playing with it. My stamps were really jacked up because I forgot to pack a clear block when I did this set. So I didn't even bother stamping work out because it kept coming out bad every time. I did go ahead and pre-lay out my washi for February already. I have it stamped. But like I said, I'll go through that later. I did 6 months, so it goes all the way through June. I didn't want my whole planner in here. I think I'm not the first or the last. A lot of people are doing that now. They're kind of splitting stuff up. I use arc dividers because they're just clean and they're black and they fit. These are obviously the big ones. So like I said, my biggest focuses of the year are budgeting and fitness. So that being said, I have January, February, March, April. No, not April. January, February, March. I did 3-month increments so I can flip it out really fast. And then behind here is all of my stuff for my office. So it's basically my quick notes so I don't have to get into our online system. So it's lots of just basic stuff like office hours, that he does typically work in what days, and it's also certain accounts and passwords and things like that that we need for basic day-to-day activities. Nothing super top secret, just boring to flip through. And then the last tab is my passwords and things, which some of that is super secret. So we're not going to go through. So this is my 2018 setup. I know I talked a lot about my layout both weekly and monthly, and I'm sorry because I'm going to reiterate a lot of that in that flip through video and my checkup video. But the basics are big happy planner cover, 6 months, 3 months worth of tabs for budgeting, which that was what hung me up. Sorry guys. I was trying to buy the budget extension pack and my Michaels kept not getting it. Even worse, some awful woman literally waited at my Michaels dock to get every single budget extension pack. I don't know what she did with them, but I hope no one ever finds her because that's an awful thing to do. And then it's my office material and my material in the very back. So that's my current 2018 planner setup. I'll probably do, I don't think I'll do another setup video until next year. I'll probably keep it month to month and like in a checkup kind of way. So if I change something, you guys will know about it. And I do like the idea of being super transparent and doing those little updates. So that's my setup. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys for being so patient and so faithful and sticking around. I look forward to all of the videos that I'm going to upload over the next several days and really hitting it hard and getting some stuff done. And as a side note, whenever we hit 300 subscribers, I am going to do a giveaway, so be on the lookout for that. Well, thank you guys so much for all your dedication, and if you're new, welcome. Thank you guys, and have a great day.